Hello, how to connect to Elasticsearch in Power BI query with either web API or the ODBC. So this is question we will handle today, and let's get right into it. I have set up Elasticsearch account for my testing, which looks like this. Here, Elasticsearch IP. I have two indices, but yeah, if we discover my first indice has some data, but I don't even really know how to navigate here in this. But you can filter your data here. You can query online. But let's just say I have one index with data, which is the most important thing, and we want to connect. Using ODBC, we have to definitely download the ODBC driver, which I already did, and I am right now installing it. So we need the driver to be installed in order to connect using ODBC. So launch the data source administrator, and whenever you use this, it's very important to use 64-bit because you have two of them. Never use this one, I guess. So that is kind of a hassle you might be going through. So how to do this now? So we add new driver, Elasticsearch. SQL is coming from Microsoft, but Elasticsearch is the one we want to use right now. And we can use this like YouTube. This is just some name, but let's just call it YouTube for now. And hostname. Hostname is my hostname here from Elasticsearch. So I think it's this one. Let's try it out. It's always port for free. And we have API key. Normally you would not want to put API key here maybe on YouTube, but for testing we have this API key here, which I created in the dashboard, which you can do just here, API key create. So I have created it already, and I'm not so sure about the 443 here. Let's test. Hostname can be, okay. Remove, okay. Remove prefix. Should work. Okay, yeah, connection success. So as you see, we have it done. So this is now kind of in the system, exists. So we can, okay, apply, it's fine. And now we switch to Power BI. I have already prepared here Power BI query for the ODBC and the web, and there's two queries. So first for the ODBC, it's quite easy query. We have here our DSN that we just create, and you have to use exactly the name which you have used, right? So then you specify other stuff, and then I have this extra step here. So let's try to run it. Edit credentials, and I think we don't need to do anything because we have already set up the credentials in the ODBC. Okay, no such remote cluster exception. YouTube. So this in YouTube seems to work, but the other stuff doesn't work. So let's just unfold this here. So basically the connection has worked, but some issue with other kind. I mean, you see here that the data is existing in the system. So yeah, this is kind of strange that it takes so long, but yeah, just for the purpose here, we can maybe click here on the table. Yeah, yeah, and now we have something here. So the connection has been established, and the next thing it would be here the web. And the web I have already like created query. For that, let's take a look at advanced editor. We have here again our IP, which is just step one, and then the index two. And yeah, we have to do some kind of query, and I think make sure that you have here the size parameter because otherwise it might not work. Okay, it does work either way, but sometimes if you don't specify there you might run into trouble. So that's why maybe you say size. And yeah, otherwise you have the JSON file because I use JSON file in Elastic. Elastic is for JSON files, and then the API key, which you should not maybe use like this so thoroughly, but it's fine for now. And then otherwise we have just some data change, so we see our data in the end. And the nice part about those two distinction is because we have some kind of different approach to get to the data. So here we don't see like okay, we can click here index 2 and then we can click table. So we have the same data basically, right? It's exactly the same. So, but it does look a little bit different. So we have here timestamp, and in this one is data.timestamp, for example. And if you have some nested tables, so for example, you have here in Power BI, you could have here in the next column, you could have a table in this column basically. So a nested table in a column. So the ODBC driver doesn't really work with that. You have to make sure to use web connection for that. Okay, yeah, that's it. Thank you, guys, for holding so long. This has been the Elasticsearch connection to Power BI, and I'm happy to help to you guys. And if you have other questions, just contact my social or something. I'm always there to help. And yeah, so thank you. Bye bye.